Welcome to the Virtual Adult Improv Show with the LA Connection players. Today it's a Tuesday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time team. So if you want to follow these guys, a lot of them have been with me for over a year now, and this is probably maybe their 13th, 14th show. I've lost track of how many they've done. They're both short and long form shows. Today is a short form show. I'll tell you the games in just a moment. But you can follow them if you go to our YouTube channel, LAC Comedy on YouTube. And we have 15 total teams. We have kids, we have an all-age team, we have teenagers, 2 teen teams, and a bunch of adult teams. But if you want to follow this team, it's 6 p.m. every Tuesday, once a month, and follow the wonderful team. Let's introduce the cast. My name is Ken Scove, and our cast today is Casey.
What's crack-a-lackin'?
And Nick. And Alex. Allie. She's a paperism. That's not a vegan. Ashley. Armin. And Rebecca. And again, I'm Ken Scove, the founder of the LA Connection. Here's the games we're going to be playing today. We've got a great lineup. We have a park bench where they have to do the impression of the person who just came in. Judge Kent, kind of a takeoff of Judge Judy. We have a game called Three Corners where we're going to be doing 3 different scenes. You'll see that when we get there. To Tell the Truth, it's back on television. Big 60s and 50s hit show, game show, where you have to figure out who's telling the truth. We have a game called Three Couple Switch. We get to follow 3 couples. Game called Jump Cuts, where we're going to give them a theme and they can jump cut into many different scenes based on that theme. And then a takeoff of Naked and Afraid, the survivor game you see on television. And we won't be completely naked if you're waiting for that part of the show, but we'll be partially naked as we can get on YouTube. Okay, first game is called Park Bench. Now what this is let's just look at the park bench right now. Casey will be on the bench and Nick will come in first. Okay, so if you want, you can even put the number next to your name. Okay, Casey's 1, Nick is 2, Ashley's 3, Allie's 4, Alex is 5, Armin is 6, and Rebecca is 7. That's the order in which they'll be coming in. So it would start with Nick and Casey, and Nick will be doing some sort of a character that then Casey's going to have to watch, observe, and do his best impression of Nick's character. When I say rotate, Ashley will come in, leaving Ashley and Nick out there. Casey will leave, and now Nick has to do an impression of Ashley's character, and until we go all the way around until Casey comes back out doing his character for Rebecca. And that's Park Bench. Your theme today is UFOs. UFOs are certainly been in the news a lot. They've been around one of our Navy ships. And they've been showing a lot of UFO sightings. Why not have a park bench where everyone who comes in has something to do with talking about, or maybe they are, an alien? Now we're all going to minimize, including myself. We'll start off with Casey and Nick, the only 2 out here. The theme again is aliens, and this is our park bench.
Shaw, dude. I mean, I'm serious. I was out the other day and I was abducted. Dude, they took me up into their ship and they put it in my butt, and I mean, I kind of liked it, but we'll talk about that later. You know?
Dude, no way. That same thing happened to me like the other day, dude. Alien grabbed me up the butt as well. And apparently he said ET phone home, something like that. I don't know. And he just wanted to go home, dude. He wanted to borrow my cell phone.
Yo, just borrow your cell phone.
What's the deal with aliens on the phone, you know?
I mean, the guy asked me for $250, so I was like, that's a weird thing for an alien to ask for.
Oh man, that's very weird, dude. There's no more pay phones out there anymore. You got to use a cell phone. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean,
rotate.
Oh.
I come from planet ARF. And we will abduct humans.
Yes, we will abduct all humans.
Humans, bad.
No, bad. But
Bad.
they make good clothing. Like, sew it, not the skin. I don't want human leather.
No, we're vegan aliens. No human. Yeah.
No.
No.
What will you do with
Rotate.
your... Goodbye.
Have you seen my car?
No.
I lost my car.
I lost my car too, and my baby was in my car.
My baby is in my car.
Car, I think, went up in a bigger car.
You think someone took my car? Like, took it away? Like, that's like abduction. It's illegal.
And the baby thing too, that's illegal.
I'm not paying child
Rotate.
support.
Oh, bye.
Now I was sitting in my car last night, right? It was me, my dog, my beautiful truck, and I was drinking a beer, okay? Well, I was drinking a couple beers, and all of a sudden this beam of light, okay, came right in my face. And then all of a sudden, I felt this sensation up my anus, and I knew it was aliens. I knew it.
I had an anus sensation once. I knew my anus was there, and I could not stop touching it for like 2 weeks. 2 weeks, I couldn't stop touching my anus. I know it must have been them legal aliens. You know, them Muslim Mexican aliens,
Yeah,
the new hybrid alien. You heard of them?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Right after the probing, I was touching my anus for days after that. I kind of liked it.
I started touching my anus with my toes, with my knee, just feeling. I put some ice on my anus. I wanted to see how that felt. That's not me. That's somebody else pushing me to do that.
You got to teach me how to touch your anus with your knee, because that's a
Rotate.
gift.
Greetings, Earthling. Live long and prosper.
You have me mistaken. I am one of you.
That is highly illogical. Can you please clarify?
Well, we are the same thing, which is not human. Does that make sense?
I find it highly illogical since most of your species claim to see something in the sky, but we are only here in search of logic.
Right, but we are the same species. Maybe we came from a different planet?
Fascinating. Captain.
Yes, very fascinating.
Yes.
Rotate.
What?
Listen up! At 0400, we saw a UFO go over the sky. I want a perimeter around the area, guns pointed at the sky, and when I give my command, we're going to blast this thing right out, because that's how America solves all of their problems, with stone cold ammunition.
Yes, ma'am. We will
All
deploy
right.
our units.
We must do so to protect this God's given right to protect our country from those aliens. You know what they bring? They're taking our jobs. They're taking our freedom. And you know what? They're taking everything you hold dear, soldier.
Yes, ma'am. They can take our minds, but they can never take our freedom.
Pretty much what I just said, Private. Are you deaf?
No, ma'am.
Rotate.
And so I tried to tell him, okay, that yes, it's an alien. And he don't believe me, And he say, no, that's something out of a storybook. And I tell him, no, it's real alien. Look at the news.
That's ridiculous. I had the same conversation with him last week when I saw the alien walking down the street, and I was like, dude, that's an alien. And he was like, no, it's not an alien. But people don't have green things coming out of their heads all weirdly, It's very, very weird.
Right. It just make me feel like I'm dumb, I see an alien walk down the street. I see alien with my own 2 eyes. And he say, no, there's no alien. That's your neighbor. I'm like, no, I've never had an alien neighbor in my life.
Yeah, they're telling me next that the guy who sold me my car is an alien. I don't believe that because that man is very, very bad at his job. Aliens are good at everything.
Yes, aliens are good at everything, and that is our park bench, all about aliens. And now we're moving on to Judge Kent. So I'm going to be bringing out the defendant, Armin, the plaintiff, Ashley, the witness for the defendant, Armin, Casey, and of course, Rebecca is the witness for the plaintiff. So if I could bring out all 4 of them right now into my courtroom. And the case is, okay, so we're just waiting for Armin. Please come on in. And Armin, of course, is the defendant. Ashley is suing Armin. And she's suing Armin for that he lost her gerbil. Armin was asked to take care of her pet gerbil while Ashley went on a short weekend trip. I'm not exactly sure what the trip was about. I just know that she had to go away for a couple days. And when she came back, the gerbil was no longer there. So let's now go to Ashley. How do you know Armin?
I'm a librarian, and Armin, he's my boss at the library, and we've become close over the years, so I really trusted him.
Now, when you say close, you mean like a friend?
Yeah, like a friend. Sometimes, one of those friends with benefits type of thing.
Okay, so you have had intimacy with Armin.
Maybe a little bit after I put the gerbil to bed.
Okay. Now, you say you put the gerbil to bed. Where do you put the gerbil to bed? In a cage?
No, in the gerbil's room. My gerbil George has his room.
Okay. What is the size of the gerbil's room?
The gerbil's room is a standard size room. I mean, it's like a bedroom for the gerbil.
Okay, so the gerbil has his own bedroom, and I'm assuming there's a door that can be closed to keep the gerbil in so he cannot get out of the bedroom.
Yeah, absolutely. But George loves his bedroom. He doesn't try to get out. It's got a very big wheel in it. It's got lots of hay that he makes a bed with, and it's his room. He doesn't ever try to get out.
Okay, so you asked Armin then to watch your gerbil while you went away for a couple days.
Yeah, I was going to the librarian convention, but Armin said he couldn't come because he had some stuff honeydew, so I don't know what he had to do. So I said, well, you watch George then, because he knows you and he likes you. And I just, I sense these things, and I sense he did something to George.
Okay, so did Armin stay in your house, or did he come and go to check on George, your gerbil?
Well, I asked him to stay because George gets very scared at night. So he stayed. He said he stayed. That's why I don't understand.
Okay, let's go to Armin right now. So Armin, you're her boss at the library, and you have had some intimate relationships with her. How many times would you say you two have been intimate?
Oh, I would have to count. I would say several times, maybe about 4, 5.
Okay. And she asked you to watch the gerbil, and you obviously knew George the gerbil from going to her house before.
Absolutely. Yes, funny little creature. He adores me.
Okay. Did you ever let him out of his room?
I did only once to take him outside because he was suffocating indoors.
Okay. So when you took him outside, was he in an enclosed area that he couldn't get out of, or was he on some sort of gerbil leash? I mean, or you just let him run wild in the yard?
Oh, I just let him run wild, let him run here, let him run there. It's all good because I was watching him.
Okay. And when you were watching him, you eventually got him and put him back in the room with the door shut?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. So you don't know how the George the gerbil went missing?
As far as I know, as soon as I put the gerbil back into the room and shut the door, the very next day, I found him outside of my own house door. Okay? He wanted to come inside. I said, no, you have to go back inside to your home.
Well, when you say your house, how far is your house from her house?
Oh, only right next door. Yes.
Okay, so you're next door neighbors. Okay. All right. So then did you see the gerbil go back into the room, or you just tell him to go back into the room?
I just told him to go back. I was with another woman, and I was with a friend, and yeah, I just said, go back home. I'll try to come to you later.
Well, how can he open and close his own doors? You said when you left him, the door was shut.
I tell you exactly why. Because Ashley was upset that I was with another woman, and she wants to frame me. That's how.
Oh, so you think Ashley came home, saw the gerbil there, and then let the gerbil run away or hide the gerbil somewhere and blame it on you?
No, I think the gerbil was so upset at Ashley that he tried to run away. And then when I said go back, he went back. Ashley hit the gerbil because she probably saw that I was with someone else, and she got all angry and said, let me drag him to court. She's hiding something. I'm telling you, she's hiding.
Well, let's find out. Let's go to her witness first, Rebecca. So, Rebecca, how do you know Ashley?
Hey, man. Yeah, so me and Ashley we're also next door neighbors. I'm on the other side, and
okay.
So I was, watering my garden the other day, the backyard, and the gerbil was out there with Ammon because Ashley was on a trip, and so I saw the gerbil out there doing his thing. Ammon was with another woman. They were making kinds of kissy faces in front of the gerbil. Everything was fine. The gerbil never went back inside and went straight into Ammon's house. That's exactly what happened. And then I let my own pet. I have a hawk. He likes to fly around when the gerbil's not out there because I know it's very, very dangerous.
So you're saying you saw the gerbil go into his house when he's saying he told the gerbil to go back home?
That is absolute bullshit. Yes, no, I saw him go straight into Armin's house.
And you never saw the gerbil again after that?
Nope.
Okay. All right, well, let's go to Casey, the defense witness. How do you know Armin, Casey?
Hi, yes, Your Honor. I actually work for the defendant, Armin. I'm actually the janitor for the library, and I see him quite a bit, and I also see Ashley around there, too. I don't know what he's talking about being intimate, because, I've never really seen him kiss a girl. At least my eyes seen him kiss a girl. But one day that night, he actually had me walk him to his house because Armin's sort of a fragile guy. He had me walk over to the house to watch the gerbil just to check on it because he told me he had a very important date that evening. So I guess he did get some smooches. But we checked on the gerbil, and Ashley's kind of leaving out a very important detail when it comes to this gerbil. This gerbil works in Hollywood. It's got many notable credits to its name. One of the credits I can recall is he was one of he was the gerbil on that TV show Kim Possible. And so he knows his way around the house quite a bit. And so when Armin says that he was in front of the door of his apartment, he was, because he just snoops around, looks around the hallway sometimes. And Armin told him to go back to bed, and he went back in. And so everything that Armin is saying, he's 100% true.
Okay, well, I think I'm ready to rule on this case. It appears that Rebecca, the neighbor, was actually jealous of you, Ashley. She truly wants to hook up with Armin. In fact, she was the woman that Armin was talking about. She was talking about her in third person, but she was actually the woman at the house making out with Armin. And she was jealous of you and Armin. So when the gerbil did come to Armin's house and Armin said to take the gerbil back, Rebecca said she had to get something in the car and come on back in. But we have security cameras from the telephone pole that show that she took the gerbil and threw the gerbil into her trunk. And so she disposed of the gerbil so she could blame it on Armin, you'd blame it on Armin and break you two up so you'd never have intimate action again, so that Rebecca could live out her dream and get Armin all to herself. Isn't that true, Rebecca? We're going to come clean now?
Well, I mean, yeah, I kind of wanted both of them there, but I did not know which one to choose. So whoever won the court case here, I was going to kind of go after the other one. So whoever ends up in jail, I was going to go after the one that's not in jail. So it kind of worked to kind of what I was going for there.
Okay, I have just been given a text with a picture on my phone, and I can see right now your hawk with the gerbil in its mouth, Rebecca. So you fed the gerbil to your hawk.
He takes excellent command. Yes, he does very, very well to take all the commands and everything. He just swoops down, grabs it, that kind of thing. Yeah, he's a wonderful hawk. Yes.
All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to make you pay for a new gerbil that has to be trained by a Hollywood trainer to make the gerbil be able to do all the things that we did before. That cost Ashley over $3,000 just to train her gerbil, and it's going to take her a long time to be able to get that gerbil to be that good again. And we're going to have to put a restraining.
Headshots, acting classes. You better pay up, lady.
Yeah, we're going to put a restraining order on Rebecca. You cannot leave your house right now or get within 100 feet of Armin or Ashley. And we're also putting a restraining order on your hawk. Okay? He can't fly more than 100 feet from your house. Okay? So this case is closed. Thank you for watching Judge Kent. Let's move on. All right, we're moving on now to Three Corners. Let's bring Nick, Allie, and Alex out here. Each one of them I'm going to give a setup. All right, so Nick's going to be on number one. Allie, you'll come in with Nick. So what will happen is, Allie, you and Nick are rivals, so go ahead and put rival next to your name, Allie. Nick, you're opening a medical marijuana store. Okay, so when you come in, the story's going to be about a medical marijuana store that you're opening up. And Alex, your scene's related to a prison. Okay, so go ahead and put prison next to your name. So what's going to happen in this particular game is every time I say rotate, one will rotate out and one will rotate in. So 1 and 2 will be doing the first scene together. The scene's going to be about number 2, okay, and that's rivals. So they're going to set up some sort of rivalry that Allie will do. And they'll get to come around twice and be the same characters, but the rivalry may change depending on what they want to do. But it's always going to be about rivalry. Then when I say rotate, Alex will come in and they'll be in a prison or something to do with the prison with Allie and Alex. And Alex will tell Allie what kind of character he wants, whether he wants to be a warden, a prison mate, who knows what she's going to be. And then I'll say rotate, and then Allie will leave, and Nick will come in, and Alex and Nick will have something to do with the weed store. Okay, so I'm going to minimize myself right now. Alex is going to minimize himself. We're going to start with just Allie and Nick on, and this opening scene is about rivalry. Here we go.
No more abortion! No more abortion!
Abort every child. No more children. We need to lower the population.
Look, buddy, I rented this space on this sidewalk from 1:30 to 1:45. So I suggest you take your propaganda elsewhere.
Well, I got a little something for you, Linda. You didn't have to rent a sidewalk. It's public property. I have the right to assemble and protest just as much as you do. So I think we should kill all kids.
Marcus, I am tired of your shit. You show up at my house. You come. Okay, we're neighbors. That's fine. Whatever. But you're always there. All right. Anytime I have a meeting, you show up. I don't have any friends anymore because of you. This ends now.
Rotate. Stay out, Allie.
Well. Looks like we got some fresh meat. You're in here for what? How many years? Huh? 50 years? We're gonna be cellmates? Huh?
Yeah,
Is that what we're gonna do? What'd you do?
Do I get the top bunk or the bottom bunk?
Oh, we're gonna cuddle.
No, we're not gonna cuddle. Unless.
Yeah, we are gonna cuddle, or I'll kill you. How about that?
Yeah? How are you gonna kill me? Tell me. I want to hear it. Weigh in my options.
I'll bite your face off.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And then I'll snap your neck.
Let me see your
I'll
teeth.
scoop out your...
Let me see those teeth. Let me see your teeth. Show me your teeth.
See my what?
Your teeth. I want to see your teeth.
No, no.
Yeah, I knew you were bluffing. You're not going to bite my face off. You know what you're going to do is you're going to clean the toilet, okay? All right?
Oh.
You're going to be on the top bunk, all right? And you're going to clean my clothes, okay?
Yeah, I'll tell you what I'm gonna clean. I'm gonna clean your blood up once I murder you.
But what are you here for?
Rotate. Stay out, Alex.
I am so excited to be opening up the first medical marijuana dispensary for the Church of the Latter-day Saints. Praise Joseph Smith. Thank you for joining me on this, Alex, brother Alex.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really excited.
I'm glad you're so excited.
I'm just looking for some weed, you know what I mean? So.
Well, thank you so much for coming in. We're the only dispensary in all of Salt Lake City, so we're happy to be your provider today.
The only one?
The only one, of course. All of the Salt Lake City dispensaries are run by us. Praise
all right,
Joseph
do I need like a card, or I'm good to go, right? I'm good to come in and just start purchasing away, or what?
Yeah, absolutely. All you need to do is you just need to take one of our Books of Mormon with you as you leave. Give your alms to the Church of the Latter-day Saints, and then you can come back as often as you like and get some of this holy, holy weed.
The Book of Mormon thing, is that the one where I could have like 6 wives?
Absolutely.
Rotate.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's right. I broke into your house and I got your last box of pasta.
Done.
Are you
done?
Good. Yeah, you're done.
You think you can take my pasta? Well, the good news is I've already taken all of your potatoes. They're in my closet back here. All your potatoes, gone.
How dare you come into my house and abort my potatoes? You know, you're a man.
You know, potatoes are just like babies. Want to kill them all.
You know, if you weren't a man, you would understand how precious life is.
Mm-hmm.
That's why your cat Mittens wears mittens.
What'd you do with Mittens?
I don't know.
You wouldn't kill him because you're strictly against that, whereas I am not. But what did you do with Mittens? Did you try and save him like you do everybody?
The Bible talks about sacrifice, so you'll find Mittens all right.
Rotate.
Oh, that's
you
right.
know, I'm told that now you run this prison, and before you came, I used to run this prison, okay? And I just saw the prison dentist, so you can't make fun of my teeth anymore, okay? So now, I'm gonna murder you now.
Okay, Hillbilly Jack. That's your new name, Hillbilly Jack, okay? That's what I'm calling you, number one, okay? I got 17 years in this prison, okay? And you got 17, okay? You come with me for the whole time, Billy Jack, all right? Now, I want you to take off that shirt because I am going to do some artwork in here, okay?
No, not taking my shirt off. Not doing it.
You really do get to talk to God. It does help.
So I don't know. So the wife thing I'm down with, and then the whole weed thing, right? Can we? I just want a lot of weed and a lot of wives. The double W. You know what I mean?
Sure, Alex. Sure. Thank you for getting me high off my own supply, if you will.
Can you explain to me what this whole Mormon thing is?
Well, Joseph Smith came to Utah and God talked to him and said that you are the new savior. So he made Salt Lake City where all of us white people could live in our sanctum of holy Mormonity.
And there's weed?
There is now.
There is now, and that's three corners. Oh, yes, Salt Lake City is changing rapidly with this new medical marijuana store. All right, let's bring everybody back out. We're going to play To Tell the Truth. Now, the way this is going to be played is I'm going to ask three people to tell the story the first time. One of them will be true, and the other four players have to guess which one's telling the real story. The job of the storytellers is to try and fake out the rest of the cast. After I do it with that cast, then we'll rotate, and the other four who are guessing will now be the storytellers, and those three who were the storytellers have to take a chance at guessing which one of those is the real story. So we're going to have Armin, Ashley, and Casey. They'll be telling our stories right now. So I need Rebecca, Nick, Allie, and Alex to do this, and let me know when the volume is down so you cannot hear me assign who's giving the story. Okay, I've got all of them up. Good, okay. All right, so the real storyteller is going to be Casey. Okay, come on back in. All right, so each one of them's got a story up to about 1 minute in length, so keep it to a minute or shorter. And you have to guess which one's telling the real story. Let's start out with Casey.
All right, well, as of last week, I got my balls shaved, and it felt pretty good. Not gonna lie. I never thought I would like going out bare, but, well, the breeze feels nice. I'm actually able to run faster. I'm able to jump higher. And I am able to walk out of the bathroom without leaving a trail. My mom used to get really mad at me. You know, she would see these little twisty tie looking things on the ground and she didn't know what it was because she's not a dude. But now I leave the bathroom clean and I feel like a new man. I mean, and I'm also getting sponsors by these new soap companies, Irish Soap. I'm their new thigh boy. I was featured on a commercial about a week ago where you don't see my face, so you don't really know it's me, but you see my thighs and a tad bit of my sack, and you could just see how clean and shiny it is. It almost looks like the bald spot on that one dude from Breaking Bad. I call him my
Okay, well,
little
your 1 minute time's up. I think we've heard enough about your scrotum and it being shaved. All right, so now we'll see if that's a real story. Let's move on to Rebecca, and I'm afraid to hear her story now.
Okay. So, one day I was at work and, this kid came up to me and she asked me, what happened to your leg? And for those of you who don't know, I only have one leg, and I straight up turned and looked at that child and I said, because I was bad. And her eyes got really, really big and she kind of just ran away. Luckily, nothing happened. You know, like nobody went to guest relations or anything. Nothing happened on that regard. So yeah, that was pretty cool.
Okay, freaking out the little kid that your leg might have been chopped off. Okay, for being bad. All right, so now let's hear, let's see, is it, was Rebecca? Yeah, okay, Rebecca was, okay, Alex is supposed to tell us, it's Armin, I'm sorry. Armin's telling the third story? Oh, no. Who is telling the third story? Armin. Okay, Armin, go ahead.
Yeah. So, back when I was growing up in my hometown of Fair Lawn, New Jersey, a friend and I, one night, were at a bar, and he told me how he was looking for candidates to run for mayor. And basically, on a dare, I think it was like a bet of $1, he said that he pretty much said that I could win. I said, I can't, and I'll show it to you. So I took the bet. Sure enough, my name ended up on the ballot. And I think it was about a month or so later when we had the actual election, yours truly suddenly found out that he won and that he was going to be inaugurated the following week. And I was completely like shocked. I didn't think I could pull it off. I didn't even campaign or anything like that. Next thing you know, I'm getting elected to mayor. It's in the papers. I had an actual office job at the time. My boss found out. He wanted to know what the hell was going on. It was completely embarrassing. I had to literally like get sworn in and then resign the next day. And sure enough, next thing you know, the town paper said I got involved with some scandal with some kickbacks. It's horrible. I was just, ugh. So never bet on politics.
Okay. So here we go, guys. Is it Armin's story about the mayor? Is it Rebecca's about the leg and the kid? Or is it about the shiny scrotum? Let's find out. Who do you think, Alex, is telling the real story?
I think the real story is Casey.
Okay, the shiny scrotum. Okay, and what do you think, Allie?
The true story is Armin. Though Rebecca, I'm sure you people, but Armin.
And Ashley, who do you think is telling the real story?
I think it's Rebecca.
Okay, and what about Nick? Who do you think?
Casey, if that was real, I want to see that commercial. Send me that link. But I really, really want Rebecca's story to be true, so I'm going to vote for that one.
Well, the one who told the real story, please raise your hand. It was Casey. Okay, Casey, who's got a very shiny scrotum that's getting more commercials than his face is. That's kind of says it's a sad statement for your acting career that your balls are making more money than you are. Okay.
You got to see it.
All right, well, let's switch. Yeah, look at Allie. She's going, oh, God, I wish I had balls. I'd shave them too. Sorry, Allie, you don't have balls. You have nothing to shave. Okay, yes, it's a true story. That's why I had to stop because it was going to get worse. I think he shaved his ass too, but that's a whole other thing. All right, so let's move on now. And this time, Allie and Alex and Ashley and Nick are going to tell stories. Can we move them around so they're all together? That's good for me. Okay. Yep. You put them all at the bottom or all at the top. Just okay. All right. So Armin is not telling the story. This Alex needs to go where. There you go. Okay. All right, so Rebecca, Casey, and Armin, please turn down the volume and go like this when you can't hear me. Okay, the three of them. Okay, so the real story here is going to be Alex. Okay, come on back. Okay, so you three have to guess, Casey, Armin, and Rebecca. So let's start out with Nick. One of these four stories is true. The other ones are all fake.
All right, great, y'all. So I used to live in Seattle, and this is a story about during the great blizzard. It snowed for like 3 days, and that never happened in the city. But I had to drive around because my job was wild, so they were making me drive around for all sorts of different things. And I had to go down to this store. I did like roadshow sales. So I had to go down to this store like 45 minutes away from where I lived, and the snow was really bad. And I drove a Prius. So your boy got stuck on the side of the road and I had to sleep in my car until the next day when it was warm enough to melt a little bit of the snow and ice and I could actually go home. So that was not a lot of fun, but that's my story.
Okay, is that real or fake? Let's move on to Alex. Let's hear your story, Alex.
So I had this like swing set in the back yard of my house growing up, and it was like in this like mulch like playground area, and right at the edge of the mulch was this like giant piece of wood to like divide the grass from the mulch. And my brother and I would be on the swing set, and we would challenge each other to see who could like fly off the swing set like over the log to go into the grass, right? And one time my brother went and he did it and he made it over, and I went and I jumped the wrong way, and I went head first into like the side of this log, and it was actually like square shaped at the edge, so like the side of my face went into like the pointy part of the log, and it messed up the whole side of my face. And I went to school the next day, and I was my face was all messed up, and they thought that like my parents abused me and stuff, but so that was a whole thing.
Is that real or fake? Let's move over to Allie now. Let's hear Allie's story.
About 2 years ago, I was shopping at the Whole Foods down the street from me. I live in Pasadena, and there was this cashier there who would always flirt with me. His name was Matt. He was kind of cute, but he works at Whole Foods, so I didn't really, care. He was nice, but I prefer guys with money. Anyway, one day not on his, guess it was his shift or whatnot. I just showed up, did my grocery shopping. He was there again, whatever. And he pulls out this bonsai, and apparently it's for me. And I'm like, okay. Like, I love bonsais. They're super cool. So it was kind of weird, but I took it. I said, no, I don't want it, but I took it. So I took it home. It's really beautiful. I'm watering it. And suddenly within that week, I noticed that I'm getting like a rash, like on my hands and up my arms and on my fingers. And like, I just water this bonsai every day. I don't really touch it that much, but I read a book. So I was like snipping the bonsai and making it really nice. And it was getting really, really, really bad. And I realized that the bonsai is making me allergic. So I took a picture of the bonsai and I posted it online. So people, asking them if this is possible to be allergic to a bonsai. And it turns out that this bonsai was an actual poison oak bonsai, and I was having an extreme allergic reaction. So really, really pissed off. I went back to Matt, and he was super, super surprised. He went to the guy, apparently it was on Arroyo a few streets back. He was like this guy who had his truck, and he would open up his truck and he would sell these bonsais. So he went back. That guy wasn't there day after day after day. And it turns out that this guy was going around to every city, opening up his side of his truck, selling these poisonous bonsais. And I filed a police report, but apparently it's this huge thing. So I know I ended up, putting lotion on, but I had a huge allergic reaction. People could have died from this.
Okay, well, thank you. Is that real or fake? And I have one other thing I'd like to add. Casey, do not get your balls around that, please. Okay, Ashley.
So when I first moved out to LA, to chase my dreams or whatever, I was like, well, I'm going to face all my fears because I can do anything. And my biggest fear are snakes and reptiles. So on Hollywood Boulevard, they have those guys with like the big snakes and stuff. And so I was like, well, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a picture with the snake. So he puts it around me, and I don't know if the snake was spooked or if it was like a self-fulfilling prophecy, but the snake actually bit my arm. And I freaked out. I like fell to the ground. I don't know if I was in shock or what. And like this was before COVID or anything. So all I look up and see like Mickey Mouse and like Freddy Krueger and all of those like street performers like on top of me. They called an ambulance. I had to go to the ER. I had to be tested. Like thank God it wasn't like poisonous or anything. The guy with the snake took his snake and ran. So, but they said like I couldn't press charges anyway because like I asked to hold it. So, yeah, never again. And I'm still scared of snakes. So.
Okay, so we have the snake story. We have the swing story. we have the Allie's story, and we have Nick's story. All right, so now let's find out which one of them is true. Nick in the snow, okay, and of course Allie with her weird story. Which one is true? What do you think, Casey?
Boy, there are a lot of stories on this list that I feel are realistic, but I want to go with Ashley's story because can you imagine just seeing Mickey Mouse and Freddy Krueger looking at you when you're laying on the ground after getting bit by a snake? That's quite a Wizard of Oz type of story.
Okay, let's go to Armin. Who do you think, Armin?
All very believable stories. But somehow I could easily identify, I guess Alex is telling the truth.
Alex, okay, the swing story. Okay, Rebecca.
Oh man, see the poison oak bonsai thing. That seems very. I don't know. There's a lot of detail in that story. All of them had a lot of detail. Oh man, I'm gonna have to go with Allie's poison oak bonsai tree story because I feel like that one would be kind of crazy, you know.
Okay, so Alex, Ashley, and Allie each got one. Nick, none of them thought his story was real. But now let's raise your hand. Who was the real storyteller? Alex was the real storyteller, and that is to tell the truth. And thank you for playing our new game. Now we're going to move on to three-couple switch, so I need Rebecca and Alex to stay out here, Ashley and Armin, Allie and Casey, and poor Nick now has to cry because he didn't fool anybody. Okay, so now this is going to happen is couple number one is Rebecca and Alex, and you two are leaders of a new cult. Okay, so you can go ahead and minimize yourself and get into your cult characters. Okay, you'll be coming out first. Ashley and Armin, you're on your 20-year anniversary. Okay, so go ahead and minimize yourself. 20-year anniversary. Go put that up next to you. Put like cult, put 20-year anniversary if you could, or just put anniversary so we'll know it. And then Allie and Casey, your car broke down in a weird town. Okay, so just put car broke down, and then we'll know what your scene's about, okay? So go ahead and minimize yourself. All right, now the way this game is played is I'm going to get an opening line and give it to team number one. They have to start their scene with that opening line. Then when I say switch, I'll take the last line from team one and give it to team two, and they have to start their scene with that last line, and I'll do the same thing with team three, and we'll go around 3 times. So I'm going to minimize myself. Let's bring out team number one, Rebecca and Alex, and they have something to do with their leaders of a cult, and their opening line is Agaba, Agaba.
Yo, Agaba, Agaba. Y'all gonna follow us. If you don't, then I'ma shoot you in the brother, brah.
I don't know, man. That chant might be a little long, you know, because, you know, we want people to join. We don't want them to think, you know, we're just going to shoot them. And I figured we could wear shirts like hoods, you know, because the best cults have hoods. What do you think?
Yo, I've been working on that rhyme for months now, and you're going to shut it down? You know how stupid I look with my shirt up. You want me to try?
Yeah. How freeing is that, man? How freeing is that?
Ugaba, Ugaba. Is that better?
That's way better. It actually sends the message a lot better. Watch. I'll do it. Ugaba,
Okay,
Ugaba. Yo, yo, yo. Join our cult or we're gonna shoot you, bro. See how much better that is?
Ooh, that was a good one.
Switch.
Yo, Ugaba,
see how much
Ugaba.
better that is. The 20-year anniversary. See how much better that is.
See how much better that is now? Huh? Since we've been doing it for 20 years?
Yeah, it was more fun to have sex with the lights on, honey.
Yeah.
Just to think, for 20 years we've been doing it in the dark. You know, know, you look a little different than I thought with all your clothes off.
Well, being married for 20 years can really change a man.
Yeah, you said when I touched your belly that was muscles, but you know what? With the lights one, kind of just looks like a bowl of jelly.
Oh, come on, honey. I feel like, 20 years goes by so fast. You remember when we got married, when I proposed to you and everything?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And your dad didn't like me and everything.
My dad, he was a smart man. I didn't listen to him, though, and here we are still.
Switch.
Yeah.
I didn't listen to him. The car broke down in a weird place. I didn't listen to him.
I didn't listen to him, okay?
Well, you should have, because why is this town in black and white?
Beats me. You're the one who parked here. I mean, I know I should have bought the warranty, but I wasn't thinking about it. I thought we got a great deal.
Oh my God, Howard, Henry, Marcus, what's your name?
Davis. We've
David.
been together for like 10 years.
Yeah, and you still haven't sold your script, okay? So this is what I want you to do. Our car is broken down, okay? You don't care about the warranty. You need to call AAA. You have that, right?
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Maybe one A less than the AAA. I got double A's if you need them.
You have double A's, like batteries?
AAA! Ah! Yes. Sorry,
You know what?
I'm a little slow. Here we go.
Can you take off that stupid hat? I'm tired of looking at it.
Switch. Can you take off that stupid hat? I'm tired of looking at it. The cult.
Yo, can you take off that stupid hat? I was tired of looking at it. Is what you told me. So I put my shirt on my head, okay? And now no one will join our cult, okay? I've been walking around all day trying to get people to join our cult. And everyone's like, you got this stupid... Everyone's making fun of my shirt over my head. What are you, what cult? Are you in shirt cult?
Bro.
The backwards hat were cooler, Rebecca.
Bro, calm down. People just don't understand yet, okay? We gotta tell them what we're about. We're praising the god of White Claws, bro. If people know that, then they'll join our cause, okay? Nothing like a couple of frat bros getting together and doing their shit. All right, dog?
All right, so where do we find these people who want to wear their shirts like this and to praise the White Claw gods?
Duh. Silicon Valley. That's all we gotta do. You just gotta go there.
Switch.
We'll just get
That's
out of
all
the
we
car.
gotta do. That's all we gotta do. Couple number 2, 20-year anniversary.
That's all we gotta do, honey. The kids, they're out of the house. All we gotta do is focus on our sex life. That's it.
Yeah. All right. Maybe we should start taking classes or something, because I'm having a little problem down here getting something up.
I noticed that, and quite frankly, they think women, they don't have much of a libido, but let me tell you, mine is popping. So we gotta figure that situation out.
Switch.
Yeah.
We gotta figure that situation out. The people lost in the weird town. Car broke down.
We gotta figure this situation out. You're over there. Can you go walk to that town over there, the one that's in black and white, and ask those people for a jump?
All right, okay. Might as well bring some of my scripts. I guess you never know if they want to buy them or not. All right.
Oh my gosh, Carlos, look at me. Come here, please. Are you doing bath salts again? Because you're acting a fool.
Switch. You're acting a fool. The cult.
You're acting a fool, man. You know, I didn't tell you to go out in the middle of the road and start dancing. Just put the hat on, say Agaba, Agaba, bro, join us now. We're gonna shoot you, yo. And then, like, you know, we're in Silicon Valley. People are weird. They're into weird shit like that, dude.
I've been following every instruction you said. No one will join this cult. I've literally had to resort to dancing, and telling people we're gonna shoot you, yo, has not been working. And the
That was your idea.
Is not working either.
Switch.
Rebecca.
That was your idea. 20-year anniversary.
That was your idea, okay? About this whole sex thing, about, you know, trying to get it by your, you know, elope behind your parents' back and everything. It was all you.
What can I say? I'm a lady on the streets, but a freak in the sheets, honey.
What do you think's going to happen in the next 20 years?
Oh,
Switch. What do you think is going to happen in the next 20 years? The people lost in the town ran out of gas.
What do you think is going to happen in the next 20 years?
I don't really know, but I hope I'm not with you. It's raining now. I just got my hair done.
Well,
and that's 5 couples switch. Okay, but move on to the next game. It's called Jump Cuts. So Allie will stay out here with Nick, and their theme is going to be dating. So anything to do with dating. So every time I say reset, they're going to do a total of 3 to 4 scenes based on dating. The first scene will be started by Nick, the second one by Allie, the third by Nick, and the fourth by Allie. So each one of them gets to set a scene related to dating. I'm going to minimize myself. This is called Jump Cuts Reset. Nick.
Yeah, so, babe, I'm really looking for somebody who can, you know, just really be the girl that's got my back, you know, someone that's going to cook for me, clean for me, just all around do all those things for me, you know, stuff in the bedroom for me, you know, just do everything for me, you know. That's the kind of relationship that I'm looking for. Are you good with that?
I cook, I clean, I take care of the dog. I'm one of those people that I'll have your back, I have your friend's back, I'll designate drive you. Right. I have the vagina, I have the balls, I will always be there for you. And right. I've done lots of speed dating, but I have a feeling you and me forever.
You know, honestly, I'm getting the same feeling. I really like the fact that you're 8 feet tall.
I was staring at you, you know.
You're staring at me?
Did you feel me? Did you feel me?
I thought I might have felt someone staring at me, but, you know, I constantly feel like someone's watching me, so it's normal, you know.
I saw you. I pulled a piece of your hair, and I've been collecting them every time you come into my store.
Really? Okay, that was you. I always felt a little tug. Honestly, that's so sweet. What do you do with my hair?
I'm making a mannequin of your head in my shrine room.
That's cute, but don't you think you could just get the real thing in your shrine room? Not just my head, please. Don't cut it off.
I want everything. I want your head. I want your body. I love your hair. You remind me of my favorite Barbie. I want to wear it. I mean, I want to take you out.
Okay,
reset.
Becky, things with Troy just aren't going well. Becky, help me. Help.
Oh my God. Okay. You are a down mother, okay? Everyone thinks you are the sexiest person in the world, okay? You are a boss, okay?
Okay. I know that I'm very, very attractive. Thank you for hitting on me, for, you know, boosting my confidence up. I love it. But I think I know Troy's been sleeping with you. What the fuck, bitch?
Who told you? Was it Mackenzie?
Troy. It was Troy. Seems a little bit of absinthe is all I needed to get him to start talking.
Look, I love you, and if you say so, I will leave him because you are my number one.
Oh, you think that's what this is about? Just because I don't love Troy and it was just using him doesn't mean you can go and use him too. You have to ask permission.
Reset.
Is it? Hey.
Hey.
Oh, hi.
Ah. Hey.
Oh, you saw me over there, didn't you?
Yeah, how you doing? Ooh.
Oh, I'm good. I'm wearing these pants like an animal.
Yeah, they look like they're like 2 sizes too small.
They're for you. What's your name, good looking?
Oh, God. My name is Charlemagne.
Charlemagne. Ooh.
What's your name, kitten? Oh.
Macaulay Culkin.
Oh, I love Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah, I was named after Home Alone.
Oh, I was named after some emperor.
You want to come home alone with me, good looking?
Oh, I'd love to go home alone with you.
I'll show you my rat collection.
You got a rat collection? Oh, I got a mouse collection.
I don't think he'll ever make it home if you go home to that girl. Hey, that was Jump Cuts Reset. Let's bring everybody back out here for the final game. It's time for Naked and Afraid. And we're going to be blowing through a good version of this. Remember, everybody has to bring something from their home to share with their partner. Team number 1 is Nick and Allie. Okay, Allie is neurotic and paranoid. Okay, and Nick is a psycho. So go ahead and minimize yourself and get yourselves ready to play Naked and Afraid. You're Team 1. Team 2 will be Rebecca and Alex. Rebecca, you're a clean control freak, okay? All right? And Alex, you think you're going to die all the time. You just think the next turn is going to be you're going to be dead. Okay, so go ahead and minimize yourself. Casey and Ashley are the third team, but Armin, unfortunately, his partner was eaten by an alligator in the parking lot before the game started. So he has to join them in scene number 1. And let's see. Ashley, you have anger issues. Casey, you're a know-it-all. And Armin, you're a macho asshole. Okay? So go ahead and minimize yourself, you guys. You'll be team number 3 and get yourself ready to play Naked and Afraid. Now, if you haven't seen Naked and Afraid on television, it's a survivor game. And, of course, they have 21 days to get through the jungle. The jungle has terrible things in it. It has animals, it has snakes, it has poisonous insects and spiders and ants, and it's got poisonous flowers, and so they have to eat off the land. They have to create their own meals. Maybe they'll eat something that's poisonous, maybe a poisonous fish. There is a creek and a lake as well as a river, but they have to cross the river, and it's pretty rapid, so they have to make a raft to cross that river, and then once they cross the river, the first one to the lake with the boat wins the prize. Now, we're only going to play the first 20 days, so we're not going to know who's going to be the winner until we play back one more day, so you have to come back for another episode. Now, the first time they get together, they've never met, and they're going to bring in what they have from their house. So let's bring in team number 1, which is Nick and Allie, and let's see what they brought from their house. It's actually Rhodey and Allie. And Allie's a needy neurotic, apparently, from her profile, and Nick is a psycho. Now let's bring their audio in and find out what they brought from their house. Here we go. Minimize me.
Hi, Rudy.
Hello. Hello, how are you?
I don't know. I guess we're going to find out. Can you tell me about yourself? Show me your item. I want to make sure we're prepared.
I'll show you my item. My item. Okay, so you know what I brought. I knew that you were going to be here, but I did not know you. I did not know you, so I did not know if I would be lonely or not. So I brought a friend. I brought a wolf along with me. He will tell me secrets. Hello, hello. He tells me secrets of how to win. Yes.
You brought a wolf? Okay, that's great.
Yes, what did you bring?
I brought something productive that we're going to use.
Don't listen.
All 8 films of Harry Potter.
Ooh. Witchcraft. Good.
Yeah. So maybe you can get a different item because that's not going to work out.
No. I can't abandon him. No.
Okay, well, let's tune back in and see them 10 days later. You kind of wonder how she's going to play those Harry Potter DVDs. Here's team number 2. We have Rebecca, who's a clean and control freak, and Alex, who thinks everyone's going to kill him or he's going to die. Let's listen in on their audio.
Hey, Alex. Hey, right in front of you.
If you talk, people will hear you. Or animals, and they will come and they will murder us. Shh.
Okay, well, no, that's not. There's no animals out. It's okay. It's I just want to know what you brought. I
brought a flashlight because in the dark is when most of the bad stuff happens. So you shine the light on the dark, and then that's what and then you can see everything that's moving or talking or working or whispering. And
that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work because germs actually reproduce faster in light, and also light will draw creatures towards us in the night. They'll see the light and go towards it. Yeah.
What?
So that's not gonna work. I brought Febreze because the jungle can be very smelly and gross and nasty. So I brought this to kind of freshen up everything. Okay.
No, because then it's going to attract a certain smell. That's not the smell of the jungle, because now insects are going to be like, what's that smell? And they're going to go and they're going to murder us by hordes of bees and just snakes and just giant birds are going to come in and they're going to rip our eyes off. What are you talking?
Listen.
Wow. I'm not sure how they're going to make it through 20 days. We'll check back with them in 20 days. But now let's bring out team number 3. That's going to be Casey, Ashley, and Armin. Armin had to join them because his partner was eaten by an alligator in the parking lot before the show. As you can see, we got anger issues, we got a major a-hole, and a know-it-all. This should be an interesting threesome. Let's listen in on their audio and what they brought.
You guys all shut up, because guys are stupid, and I'm in charge of this group. And I'm going to be fine because I have this sign from my therapist that says always be kind, in case I forget, but in case I want to use this to stab you too.
Yeah. Just listen to yourself and you think you want to be in charge. What do you think you are? You're nothing.
First of all, y'all, I already knew that you guys are going to die off in the next, 10 days or whatever. I brought a guitar because everybody loves music, so I figured all the native people and all the sea creatures would like to hear a little tune.
No!
No, you know what you could do with your guitar? Huh? Yeah, you could put it.
Shove it up Armin's butt.
I already knew you were going to say that. Jingle bell. Jingle bell.
You want it up your butt.
Oh, I knew you were going to say that one too. Jingle all the way up in Armin's butt.
Idiot.
You're so smart. What are you doing on the show, huh?
Oh, I knew you were going to ask me that too.
Alligator ate you, Armin.
Wow. I don't know if Armin is going to help this team come together. He seems to be very aggressive. Okay, let's bring out team number 1 again 10 days later, and let's see exactly what state of mind they're in.
It has been 10 days, and he has cared more about that thing than me.
Of course. Yes, of course. And we talked about this. She's asked many times. And of course I do. I've known him for longer. Would you not do the same?
I want a partner. I can't watch Harry Potter. Nobody told me that no DVD player is going to be here. Nobody said that.
But you can use the discs. Use the discs to start a fire. Use the discs to attack an animal. No, it's the things Wolf tells me. He says that we will be safe if you use the discs.
If I don't watch Harry Potter, I'm going to lose it. I'm going to lose it. You want me to lose it.
Lose it?
Wow, how much further can she lose it with a psycho? Let's bring out team 2 10 days later and see how they're doing.
Okay, so last night Alex freaked out and he knocked over the food. No, shut up, I'm talking. he knocked over a little food pile we had, and the ants got everywhere, and they started biting me in the night. But I'm glad I made a face mask out of a leaf. That way no dirt gets in my mouth while I'm sleeping or anything. That way no dirty particles get in there while I'm trying to sleep.
Wait. Don't step there. Don't step there. Don't step there. Why would you step there? That
Where?
looks like a footprint. That means that an animal's already been there, which means it's going to come back around, and it's going to be like, who stepped on my footprint? And then that's how you're going to get murdered. It's going to be some kind of snake or a jackalope snake, and then the snake's going to bite you in the neck, and then this.
Cut it out. Cut it out. That's your footprint. You literally made that 5 seconds ago. That's you.
That was my footprint? That was me?
Yes.
No.
Your footprint.
No,
oh my
there's
God!
So many footprints.
We'll check back with them 20 days later. Let's go to team number 3 and see if they haven't killed Armin yet. Let's listen in.
Oh my God, Casey, your music is attracting all of the bears. They're pooping everywhere.
Are a real piece of work, Casey.
Ooh, I'm afraid. I knew you were going to say that, by the way, you two.
Yeah.
Here's another one for the geezers in the back.
No.
Let's choke you a little bit.
Dashing through the snow.
I'm going to kill you with my shine.
In a one-horse open sleigh. You know the words. Oh, I knew you were going to bring that knife. Wait. Oh.
Stroke your guitar.
By the way, he doesn't know how to use the knife, everybody.
Douchebag, maybe the monkeys would leave us alone. They keep jumping everywhere.
The monkeys.
I don't really advocate killing, but I'd probably kill the musician. Okay, let's go back 20 days now. 20 days, team number 1. We'll check back with this team in 20 days. All right, we're 10 days in. Team number 1, let's see it.
Tried to kill me, she did. But you cannot kill Rudy. Rudy does not die. Death does not want Rudy.
Rudy is dead.
There's no killing Rudy.
Rudy is dead. I killed him.
No?
I don't know what's going on. I killed him.
You left me with leaves, and I can bandage with leaves.
Bells are real. Wizards are real. I killed him with my own hands.
I'm real. Ha! Rudy is real, and you cannot escape Rudy. But can we escape together?
Will they make it across the finish line? We'll find out. Let's go to team number 2, 20 days later.
So it turns out that all the medications and things that I was on, not having them for 20 days is very bad. My nosebleeds are it's very dry out here. You know, my nosebleeds are back. I tripped and fell over one of Alex's stupid safety contraptions, and now I got a freaking gash on my face.
I set up traps everywhere because that's the only way to do it. Because everything's coming to get us, okay? And she doesn't understand that. And so
we have to work on the raft.
Then she's just gonna kill herself. That's just what happens. So everyone's.
Do you want to get out of here?
She wants to kill herself. That she wants to kill me. So she's gonna kill me. So I gotta kill her now.
We have to make the raft. We can get out. We just have to stick to the itinerary that I made 7 days ago. Okay. All we have to do is gather the logs, tie them together, make sure they float, and we have to have time.
Wait, okay, logs. Okay, all you gotta do is cut down a log, and then it's gonna fall on you, and then that's how you die. Okay, the logs.
Oh my God. Okay, let's go to team number 3. Let's see if they're gonna make it as the winners next week. 1 day left to get to the boat. Here's team 3, 20 days in.
Oh, darling, treat me like a fool. Thank you, everybody. I'll be back. And I'm back. The comeback tour is still on. Oh, boy. I knew this was going to happen to these two lunatics. Treat me like a fool. Treat me mean and cruel. Oh, baby. I knew Armin was going to hit me with that knife.
Well, let's bring out all the teams. Will it be team number 1? Let's bring all teams out right now. Is it going to be team number 1, Allie and Rhodey? Or team number 2, Alex and Rebecca? Or team number 3, Casey, Armin, and Ashley? Tune in next week to find out who wins the $100,000 prize on Naked and Afraid, and that is our show. So let's introduce the cast with their real names. Nick. Allie.
Hey, Mom.
Casey.
Hi, Dad.
Alex.
Hi, Mom and Dad.
Rebecca.
Hi, Dad, Mom, and Grandma.
Angry Ashley.
I'm not so angry. I love you guys.
And Armin.
Hi, Mom.
I don't know what that meant. I'm Ken Scove. This has been the Tuesday 6 p.m. cast. I'll be back in 4 weeks. Set your DVRs to watch again. And check us out on LAC Comedy on YouTube. And hopefully, if you come out in Los Angeles and Burbank, we're hoping our theater will be open for the audience in August. Thanks, everybody, for watching.